You ready to go live, Miss Joey?
I am ready to go live. Hi, everyone. How are you? How are you, Rob?
I'm good. How are you? It is so weird. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm on my cell phone. We had technical difficulties with my computer. I think it has
Yeah.
bit the dust.
Oh,
It's
that's cute.
cold. I think it was the coldness.
The coldness.
I think it was the coldness.
Oh.
Hey, it's like 10 degrees here right now. So for those who
I think
are
I just looked at
complaining,
it was 11 degrees here, so we're pretty much same temperature. Cold, as we
so
were discussing. Cold. Yes.
it's very cold there. Well,
Oh.
you woke up much earlier than I did, probably to get stuff going. So what was the degrees that you woke up to?
I actually didn't look this morning. I usually do look, but it's been pretty cold the past couple of days. It's been in the single digits, like 3, 4 degrees,
Hmm.
So, but it
It was
gets real,
two.
gets real bonny sometimes up to, 10 or 15.
Yeah, it was two. And then my car said five. So when
Yeah,
both gauges can't register which one's which, you just say it's cold,
it's
and it's a
cold. Yeah,
different cold. It's a different cold under 10.
absolutely. But then, like you said, you just reach a point where it's just plain old cold, and there's no point even really discussing it. It's just cold.
It's just
It's
cold.
just cold.
So, all right, Miss Joey, go ahead and say what's up to the people in the chat. I didn't say too much to those who are watching this replay, but if you are watching it, appreciate you so much. It's always great to see the numbers grow after the live stream. So, as always, stay tuned. We do have a guest tonight. Woo, woo.
Yeah,
So,
we
stay
do.
tuned for that. It's going to be fun. Go ahead, Miss Joey, do your thing.
It is. And oh, excuse me. So, speaking of cold, the first one in the stream tonight is Cold Water Aquatics. Hello, Brandon. And welcome. And Ms. Kim, 9.5, is here this evening. Meow Aquatics, hello, welcome. Stephanie Frederick, hello, and welcome. Gold Nugget, Pleco. And Tetra, welcome. And then I see Master Aquatics, Eduardo, hello. Sandy Dowdy coming in with the hashtag Punchy Don't Play. Funny. Monster Fish Gal, Lori, hello. Maria Z, hello, welcome. Kaler's Aquatics Bob, hello, welcome. Pierre Nance, welcome. Paul McCarthy, hello, welcome. And Scuba Steve's Aquatics, hello, and welcome. Mike Hunt, hello, welcome. Vanoski, welcome. And then I think I'm at the bottom. So that's good. Everybody's in here early. Don't forget, smash the like button.
Nice.
And then we're going to let, a little drum roll, we're going to let Rob do our wonderful intro.
Oh, snap. I think when I added Miss Kim's reach, it took
Yeah.
some reaches away. Oh,
I
I
don't know
got
if
to
you're going
get
to be able
those
to fix
back.
it on your, yeah, I don't know if you're going to be able to fix it on your phone, though. Can, oh, sorry, guys.
That
Just
is
glitch.
Oh, that is so wrong. I will fix it when I get done. How did that
Yeah, I
happen?
know. Pate, Miss Patty Mounts in the house. Welcome, Patty. Yeah, I don't know if he can fix it, and he is on his phone, so he might not be able to fix it
I'm
right
so
this second.
sorry. That sucks. I
Yeah,
always something like that happens. It hasn't happened in a while, but it happened again.
yeah. So, all right. Well, you get doing your thing, and then I'll press some buttons.
Okay, yeah, because I can't bring that person up. Sorry,
Right.
guys. I'm having technical difficulties because I have my cell phone. It's weird on a different platform. So I'm trying to get this together. Still trying to stay professional as always. So, without further ado, a lot of y'all know him. And if you don't, you need to. You definitely need to. Only been doing YouTube for a little bit, less than a year, if I'm not mistaken. But coming out hot. Live streams after live streams, videos after videos, but none other than Kev, K9s and Aquatic. Woo!
And I'm trying to add him to the stream. Hello,
Hey
Kevin.
everyone. Hope you all are doing well. Hey Rob.
What up?
Joey. Hope you both are well.
Oh, I am well, Kevin, and thank you for asking. And I hope you are doing well yourself. And
Yeah.
then, all right. So,
It's a nice 60 here, so not quite
yeah.
Oh,
as you
Russ
guys.
already.
Yeah, I would say he was bragging about that right before the live stream when we were
60
discussing
degrees.
things.
And I
Yeah.
told him 40 degrees here in Indiana, people was riding drop tops. No lie.
I know. That's funny. Funny. Um, so should we roll right into some questions, Rob, or did
Yes,
you want
ma'am.
to?
You know it. This is the hot seat style. Let's get it.
This is the hot seat. So I'm probably not gonna be able to keep up with all the hellos, but I do see Degenerate Fishkeeper, Larry D.
I'll try to keep it going.
Yeah, and Kevin Pitts is in here. Hello and welcome everyone. Ray's Aquatics. Sorry if I've missed anyone, but anyway, I'm going to go ahead and ask our guest, Kevin's, my first question. Well, I mean, it's a general first question, Kevin, but it's a typical question. How long have you been keeping fish?
Well,
What got you started keeping
so
fish?
I've had aquariums for about 8 years. I only really started getting into it myself within the last 4 years.
Okay. So, how old are you?
I am 20.
Okay. And so was it a family affair before you started keeping your own tanks?
So we had a bunch of fish, and then I think we had 2 red ear sliders for a while.
Mhm.
And of course, you can't keep anything with those.
Right.
2 of them, one of them I think got away and ended up passing away when my dad was cleaning out the tank.
Okay.
So I think we had one for quite a while. And then after like 6 or so years, it got converted into more of a tropical tank. And then I think it went, and then my brother caught a few red ear sunfish, and so we had a few of those in a tank. And then and then another turtle. I wanted to. I didn't want to keep the turtle. I wanted to keep tropical fish. My brother wanted to keep the turtle. So I think my brother ended up winning out there, and I got my grandpa's 2 tanks. So I think that's how I really started on my own. Was like 4 years ago. I got this 55-gallon from him.
Okay. So is that where?
Garage, so.
Okay, so he had kind of stored his tanks, and then
He used to have a saltwater tank, and I think he had it for quite a while, and then stopped keeping fish for quite a while, and so he passed away in 2010. And then after that, like 5 years later, I decided we finally got the tank up and running for me. So we went there, the tank from his house.
Well, and that's nice that you have something that was his that you can, keep.
Yeah, it's fun. And it's like 50 years old, but it's a really nice tank. It's a great tank to. I mean, it's built really well, and he didn't use it all that long.
Yeah. Is it all glass or is it a slate bottom?
I think it's acrylic.
Oh, acrylic. Okay. All right. Nice.
Because of the way it is, I'm pretty sure it's an acrylic. I know that one's acrylic. I'm pretty sure that one is too.
Did I miss the question?
Nice. Well, we're just sort of going along, and then I asked, I had asked him about the family, how the family was involved in it, and then he was saying he had acquired a tank from his grandfather.
Okay, so I didn't. Okay. I was like, did I miss the question about the tank, like in depth? I was like, because I got a couple of questions about that tank.
Okay. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, I was just checking because I went in and out, and because I had like this weird. It was like a robot sound on my end.
Oh, okay. All right.
So
hey, we kept going.
Yes.
Rob's daydreaming, trying to catch up now.
That's right. Kevin and I, we were still going. We got it. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I know.
Rob's daydreaming over there. We're
Oh,
talking.
Rob, you're
I know.
fine.
I know. Even people who are behind 3 hours are ahead of me. I know. I know. I know.
You're
It
you're
happens.
so why don't you take the next question, Rob?
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
Who has been your favorite supplier of your fish keeping goodies? Dry foods, fish, shrimp. Who's been your supplier?
Um, I've gotten a lot of shrimp from Lucas.
Okay. Nice.
Aquarium Co-op, I've gotten a lot of my dry goods. And then, of course, the Petco dollar per gallon sales for the tank.
Ooh.
And then
Awesome.
just Carib Sea sand, since it's been pretty cheap to get lately. I think it's like
Okay.
50-pound bag is like $20, so it's not been too bad.
That's
So I've
yeah,
been
that's a good
I've been
price.
getting a bunch of sand from PetSmart, but
Nice. Nice. So a little all over the place, which is good.
yeah.
Spreading the love, and
But
getting some good
it's
deals.
hard to just get stuff from one place
It is.
because
It is.
they don't have everything. Unfortunately, they don't have everything.
That's true. That is
No, you
true.
are 100% right. Yeah.
Hey,
And
Ian.
you really, yeah, you got to try to get the deals where you can.
That is true.
So,
Go ahead, Miss
because-
Joy. I'm sorry. I'm dropping laundry over here. My lady's gonna kill me.
So Kevin, as I mentioned, before we came on the live, that you and I haven't been on a live stream together in probably close to a year.
It's been quite a
So
while.
I haven't. I'm not all caught up with you. So it has. So I know. Um, Around that time frame, you were really big into guppies. You were enjoying some guppies and I think breeding some guppies at that time. What are you doing now? What's your go-to fish, or what is your next breeding project, or
So
what's your interest?
I have 6 angels over here. I got those in like April, May. So I'm trying to grow those up.
Yep.
Those are growing up, so I'm hoping to breed those.
What color are those?
I'm doing some more soft water because
Okay.
my water's really funky and I don't know what's going on. I really should get an RO unit, but I haven't gotten one yet.
Okay.
So I want to do more shrimp, but I'm gonna wait because I'm keeping up with what I have. But I've got the angels, and then the one thing that I've really been enjoying though are my mud skippers.
Oh,
I
nice.
have two African mud skippers in a 40-gallon breeder, and I'm really enjoying those. So those are the ones that I've been really, really enjoying. I've got some plecos and some killifish.
Okay. That's awesome. So what color angelfish do you have? What did you get?
Philippine blue ghost veiltail, I believe.
Yeah.
Or no, pearl scale. Sorry.
Pearl scale. Yeah. Nice. Nice.
That's fancy.
Yeah. So how old are they right now, Kevin? The little.
I'm not 100% sure. They're definitely less than a year old because I got them. When I got them, they were about a dime or nickel to quarter size.
Yeah. So a few months old. Yeah.
So only a few months old, and I got those last June. I can't exactly remember. I think it was actually July.
So they're not quite ready to breed yet.
No, not even close yet. No, they're still kind of small.
Okay.
But yeah.
That's cool. That's neat. Do you up, Rob?
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know you had. Well, I kind of seen that you had angelfish, but I didn't know you had those ones. Because I would have done a little bit more research on those and asked a little bit more. But dang it, I didn't know those were that one. I'm like, dang, I would have learned a little bit more about those. But what would you say your fish keeping style is? Are you a set it and forget it? Are you steadily in the tanks, or are you just, here and there? What's your style of fish keeping?
So I am in the tank somewhat, but I like to have more of a planted ecosystem so that I'm not always in the tanks.
Okay.
I mean, of course, feeding every day, doing the general maintenance, but the 10 gallons I don't do a ton to. Maybe every 2 weeks I'll do a water change, 10 to 20% water change on those ones. And then like every week I'll do a water change on the other ones that I have. But I really like to have them planted so that I don't have to quite as often.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, you're a mix. And that's a good
Kev,
one.
yeah. Kevin Pitts, yeah, dude, you're the OG. So if y'all have not met Kev, check him out. He's the OG of the Fish fam. So hey, it is crazy that he pulled that up. Like, there's a lot of new faces up in here. So love it, and I appreciate y'all for being here. That is awesome.
Hello, Kevin Pitts.
Go ahead, Miss George. Sorry.
No, you're fine. No, it's cool. So, I mean, I've seen a lot of people, and I just didn't want to say hi because I don't want to interrupt what we're doing. But
Yeah.
hello, everyone, and welcome. So you also, Kevin, a while back changed your channel name, to Kevin's Canines. So I believe you got a service dog. Can you talk a little bit about that? Am I correct on that?
Yes. So I've had Kelly, who is 10. Kelly, Kelly girl. So she's 10. So she would be around retirement age. She's been my canine companion for I think 8 years.
Oh, wow.
8 years.
Okay.
I got her when I think she was 3, just a month over 3. So I've had her for 7 years, and she's slowing down and getting. She's been great. She's amazing, but she is getting older.
Mm-hmm.
So in April, I got this guy, and his name is Fender. He turned 3 in October. Usually you get them when they're around a year and a half. When you get a guide dog, they're around a year and a half. But because of the pandemic and everything that was going on, I ended up getting him until he was 2.5.
Okay.
So I've had him about 8-10 months, almost a year. Coming up in April, it'll be a year, but not yet.
Okay. Yeah, and he's coming along good.
What was that?
Is he coming along? Is he coming along well? Is he fully trained, or are you still having to train him?
So he went through all of the training, and he is an active guide dog for me.
Okay.
He's much more energetic than Kelly was when we got her.
Okay.
He's still more of a puppy than she was, even at that age.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, she was also 3. He's not quite 3 yet. But yeah, no. So he's still more of a puppy right now, but he is fully trained.
Okay.
He went through all of the training, and yeah, no. Guide dogs is I don't know what it is now because I think they're trying to get more dogs out, but before it was like 20 or 30% passing. Only like 2% of them pass.
Yep.
Because it is very stressful. She was actually a guide dog for about 6 months, and then she started having stomach problems, and when she was retired, or she got what they call career change, which is basically getting out, not being guide dog anymore.
Yeah.
She cleared up, and so they knew that it was stress.
Okay.
A lot of dogs. One of my friend's dogs. One of them drooled too much, ironically, and I think one of them was scared of manhole covers.
Oh, I
Or
am
Okay.
too. I am too.
or they'll bark or get scared of helicopters and things like that. And that's more of a sign of they just don't want to be a guide dog, and they don't want to be. It's a lot of responsibility because he has to make sure when he's got his vest on and I'm crossing the street with him, my life
Right.
is in his hands, essentially. He has to be looking out for both of us. We're a team. He's supposed to be watching out for me and making sure that it's safe to cross. So it's a lot of responsibility for him and
Sure.
for both side dogs, and sometimes that can be a little bit too stressful. So they will get career changed um, when they are too stressed and they show signs of things that shouldn't be an issue but are, and once they get career changed, it clears up.
Okay. That's interesting.
That
Hey
is
Kenny, hey Ricky.
that is very interesting. And
Yeah.
to continue with it, when you say retired, are you saying as far as she will stay with you, or will she go on to the next areas, like to a place? Does she belong to you in a sense?
So she is mine.
Okay.
He's not technically mine.
Oh, okay.
She is mine. She was career changed and she is mine. I technically they call it career changed. She was a guy. She actually graduated. A lot of dogs during the because it's a very intense um, training process. I don't know if you ever watched Pick of the Litter, but I suggest you go. If you have not, you should see the movie Pick of the Litter. It's a documentary on guide dogs, and it explains a lot of, or it gives an insight into how much training and what goes into it. They're actually both so they both went through the training and graduated. A lot of guide dogs, they will basically flunk out of the out of training and out of the graduating because they can't perform certain tasks. She actually graduated and was a guide dog for 6 months. So that's why I say she's career changed or retired and not career changed.
Yeah. So it would be would you ever okay, so like with your new dog, would you be in a position if it wasn't working out that you might have to give him up, and how would that be for you if it
So
didn't work?
most likely, I won't have to. It's coming. April will be 1 year. Um, Generally, they don't have to. Once in a while, they will.
Yeah.
As long as you keep up with their training and you make sure that they're in a healthy weight and they're healthy. Usually, I don't think that there should be a problem there.
Okay.
It's just a
So
safeguard for both them and us. Most
so
of the time, the reason why they say that it's not totally yours is because if there's health problems or if there's reasons why they would need him back, whether you're feeding him way too much because he's not technically. I know it was funny because at Aquashella I was getting a lot of comments that he's too underfed. He's about 60 pounds.
Okay.
And I am not allowed to go over or under that more than 10%.
Really?
oh wow.
In the contract, he can get taken away if he's more than 10% off because that's their optimum weight. And so to do their job and to be fit enough to do their job, they have to be in a certain range. And especially labs love food.
Right.
They
Yeah.
want food. And so I can always give him more food and get him up heavier, but keeping him at a consistent weight and at a good weight where he is in a fit enough state to actually guide me and to go with me is one of the things that we have to do.
Okay. All right. So when you were mentioning keeping up with the training, is that something you do yourself, or do you have to take him for classes?
So I had to go there in April for 10 days. I was there for 10 days. And I trained with him, and then I technically graduated with him right in the beginning of April.
Okay.
But
Nice.
what in general, it's walking around, it's making sure that you keep up with their routine and get them. They need to work. He enjoys working.
Okay.
And that's the part of it too, is they want to have dogs that want to work. So that's part of why it's so hard to get to be a guide dog, because it's a lot of work. And when they are guide dogs, they want to work. You can tell they want to work. They're focused. They enjoy doing the work. It pleases them. It's fun for them, not just work.
Right. That makes sense. You know, they would have to enjoy it and take it
So
seriously.
yeah, just going around with him, normal things, taking walks, getting out, going on our normal routines. There are I have 3 different routes that I take him on. He knows the routes. He knows what he's supposed to do. Oh, we lost Rob.
We lost Rob. Yeah. I think he might have lost his sound. I don't know. He'll pop back up here.
There we
There
go.
he is.
Sorry, it was doing the robot voice again. We're gonna get this. Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
I'm so sorry. I have a horrible host.
It's okay. We're still going.
Good. No, anyone, and also feel free. I know it's hard to catch up with the comments in here, but drop a question if you do have one. If you do have,
I have not even been able to look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. There have been so many people. I'm sorry, but I seen Jack and Dan, T-Bone. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of new people.
Yeah. Right here. Yeah, I see Tashida Dawn.
Yeah.
Ricky Place here. Yeah. And I'm sure there's many others that we've missed, but hello everyone. Well, I would say well.
Are we? I don't think we're ready for this time right now, Miss Joey.
You're not ready for it? Okay, well, we're at it. Smash the like button. All right, Kevin. You ready?
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you 2 options. You pick the best of the 2 options. No hesitations. You ready?
Yeah.
All righty. Plants or no plants?
Plants.
All right. Guppies, shrimp?
Shrimp.
Plecos or snails?
Plecos.
Woo! Real rocks or fake rocks?
Real.
Sand substrate or rock substrate?
Sand.
Ooh. Sponge filter or hang on back?
One more time.
Sponge filter or hang on back?
Ooh.
Sponge. Sponge? Hey!
Yeah. Good one.
I mean, they're both good. They're both good for different applications, but sponge.
Now, is there a limit to gallons you would say you would stop putting sponges in?
I put a sponge in almost every tank. I think that once you get to about a 40, you kind of need to hang on back too. It helps to have something else
Okay.
there too.
Yeah. I like it. Like the answer. Very, very good. Um, so Kevin, you've been doing your live streams,
Yes.
and so do you have any big live stream plans? You love the way the channel's going? You see yourself heading in a different direction?
Um,
Tell us what you're gonna do.
no, I think for the most part, I was doing live streams every day before, almost every day before, at like kind of later in the afternoon. So I cut back on that. But
Okay.
routine right now, I think I'm enjoying the routine that I've got right now. I'm doing Fridays and Sundays, and that's working out pretty well. So I don't see any changes anytime soon.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I was just wondering, because sometimes people want to go a different direction. You just never know what somebody's going to do. Um, are you doing any school? Do you have any plans? You um, got any aspirations to do anything specific other
Not
than fish?
Not right now. With
Okay.
everything going on, it's been a little
Mhm.
bit difficult. So right
Okay.
now, no.
Okay. Yeah,
And
I mean, I could see where.
I've got some other plans coming up. So
Okay.
no, not right now.
Okay. All right. Just curious. It's on, yeah, for some people it would almost have to be online. They can't even go
Yes.
out to do anything to further education. It's just really difficult right now. Um, so okay, go ahead, Rob. I
So
just asked about.
piggybacking on the live stream, who has been the funnest or the more giddy or amped up you've been to do the live stream with or do an interview with? Who has been the favorite one you've done so far?
Ooh, I don't know. Um,
He's on the hot seat.
honestly, most of my streams I've really enjoyed. I always have fun doing them. Um, Talking to Lucas was awesome. I loved having Kenny on. Funk
Really,
was,
Kenny? Kenny?
I know.
Really?
I know.
He's
Yeah.
listed up there. Okay.
Yeah.
That's Kenny.
Kenny was pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, I know. It was surprising, but yeah, he was pretty good.
Yeah, he's a hard time talking to people. Yeah, I can see. It's really difficult to interview him.
He's a smooth operator. He's a smooth operator.
Oh, funny. Well, that's cool.
But yeah, no, I've really been enjoying the interview streams. Those have been fun.
Good.
Yeah. So is it different for you to be interviewed right now instead of
It's
the other way
kind of
around?
it's kind of nice being the one being interviewed because I don't have to do nearly as much as I
Sure.
would otherwise. So it is kind of nice.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit of a change and it's kind of fun. Again, I also love the two of you, so it's always fun coming
Wow.
up and hanging out with the two of you. So you guys make it easy.
Well, good. That's
Good.
nice, and we are really enjoying you, and you've made it easy, and he's gone.
Uh-oh. He's
I'm
still
here.
here. He's still here.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You
I'm
just
here.
okay.
There we go.
I was like, wait a minute, he's gone. No. Well, no, you've been great. Is there something you would like to talk about, Kevin, that we haven't, broached the subject on? Is there something that you'd like to share
No.
that we haven't? Okay. I think, sometimes we get off on a tangent and it's like you might have wanted to talk about something,
Right.
No.
Okay.
I did not have anything specific I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to hang out with the two of you.
Awesome.
Oh, thanks.
That's an honor.
It's fun. Yeah.
It's an honor.
It is.
Master Aquatics.
I know there's so many people in here. Oh, hello, Craig.
Kenny just called me short.
Kenny called you. Well, that's not unusual. Jay Oliver's hello.
He started it. He started it on this one. I just said really. I was just asking a question. See, he's just throwing low blows because he knows he'll hit me because I'm short. It's okay. It's okay. So I got a question, Mr. Kev. Out of the stuff you've seen in the fish hobby, do you have something that you think that could be improved, or is there something that you already have that some people don't know about that could make someone's fish keeping hobby
easy? Well, so the one thing that I always find a little bit challenging, which I wish they had a little bit of a better way to do it that wasn't quite so expensive. Testing. Okay. They have a lot of stuff for saltwater probes and whatnot, but for freshwater, it's a little bit harder to find things. And that's one thing that I would like to see more, is an easier way to test water parameters.
Okay.
Knee-high fish guy?
Sorry, Kevin. Yeah, we were just all reading
that on Kev right now because people are going against me again.
The knee-high fish guy, I really do like that. I really do like that.
You're right. You're right, Kev. When you actually say that, it's true because when you're wanting to prepare a saltwater tank, you have these little instruments where you can look in and see if the salt's right. You have all these, hydrometers, this, that, and the other. But with us, it's just a test kit or some strips, and then that's it. We don't, unless you go in depth with, a microscope, this, that, and the other, you really won't know what's going on in your water. So yeah, you're pretty right. That is solid. I do like that answer.
So I have a question for you then. How tall are you? Dare I ask?
Well, when I have shoes on, I'm about 5'3". So I'm gonna say 5'3".
Yeah, so I'm the same height as you are, and I feel kind of short too a lot of times.
Okay,
yeah, I'm about 5'3" too.
Yeah, and then I have T-Rex arms, so it doesn't help either.
Yeah, no, I just feel very short.
Okay, so hey, Kenny will make you feel short, even if he's not standing next to you.
Yeah, well, I've stood next to him. I've stood next to him, and yes, he does make me feel very short.
I'm like, Kenny, you gotta stay a distance away from me.
Yeah, Kenny, stop hovering.
People wouldn't even see me if I'm around you, Kenny. If you were to walk in front of me, they wouldn't know I'm here at all day. If I was just to walk right behind you, or even aside of you, it would be horrible. 593, I have a question for you. Can I reach to a five? I can't reach to a 5 gallon. Down to the bottom of a 5 gallon. Wow.
Okay, Kevin.
See, it started into a roast over here now.
I was saying, now we're going into this.
Thanks, Kev.
What?
You started it. My guest kept on and starts with it.
What did I do?
You started with the question, how tall am I?
I'm trying to be supportive.
You brought up Kenny.
I'm trying to be supportive and helpful, and you're blaming me for this?
Hey, but with us being short,
remind me how this is my fault again.
you asked again. You asked it. Like, you were like, hey, how tall are you? And I'm like, okay. If you think of a gumball machine, I'm about yay high about it, you know.
It's you brought Kenny up, and then you start talking about the height. It happens every
Yeah,
time.
no, it's okay. It's all good. Hey, they love more short people. It's okay. They love us more.
There you go. There you
Okay.
go.
All right.
So, all right, Kevin.
Shoot.
Is there a bucket list fish, or maybe a setup, an aquarium, or something that is on your list? Your someday I'm gonna have one of these. What would that be?
I like that.
Two fish that I'd like to keep.
Okay.
Not together, but separate.
Okay.
Discus and stingrays. Those are the two bucket list fish I'd like to keep.
Okay. Yep. Nice. Good choices.
You want a stingray? Come on.
Yeah, they're cool.
A stingray?
They're awesome.
You better get you some Hillstream loaches and call it a day. Those are mini stingrays.
They do look pretty cool. I will grant you that. Hillstream loaches are pretty cool.
I think the stingray should be in an aquarium, in my opinion, because they're just so massive, and I think I really want to see them just in a big enclosure instead of just like a 600-gallon or a 1,000-gallon. I want them huge. Yeah, but okay. I would like to see you keep one.
Hold up. Yeah, I know, Lori. Just rub it in. Just rub it in, Lori. Just rub it in.
Does Lori have them?
Uh-oh.
I'm not reading the chat.
Uh-oh. Who's saying what?
Lori has stingrays.
Oh.
And I do like her stingrays. She's got stingrays, and I believe she's got discus as well that she got not too long ago.
Ooh.
And she's reminding me that she got both. Thank you, Lori.
See, now I want a stingray, and I don't even know if I can.
You just said no, you couldn't.
I would have to put it in like the 1,000 or 2,000 gallon.
Yes, but okay, we're just talking about dreaming here, Rob.
It would only be one.
What's your bucket list? What's your dream? What's the dream of the size snake you'd like to have?
That is true. I don't know.
Stop crushing the dreams. Don't crush the dreams.
Now, are you going to be putting that in a big tank if you're going to be getting a stingray? I hope not a 10-gallon.
Why not a 10-gallon? Yeah, of course it would be.
Yeah, he is just
tonight. If I were to get one, yes, it would be a pretty big tank.
Yes. Very nice.
It would need to be a big tank.
Talking of tanks, and you keep looking at that beautiful tank with the canopy on there. Do you prefer fish tanks with canopies or without?
I kind of like without, only because with the canopy it's a little bit hard to sometimes get in and out. It adds like 2-3 inches to it.
Oh, okay.
It does add some height to it. It looks kind of nice, but I don't know. I just used it because this was the setup that it came with.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So you find them a little difficult to work around, is what you're saying. It's a little.
Sometimes, yeah. Yes. Well, because it adds a few inches worth of height, and so I usually, because I'm short, I have to use my ladder to get up in there and get down to the substrate.
I hear you. And here comes that short thing again.
It adds 2 or 3 inches, at least 2 or 3 inches to it, and getting in there, not easy.
I hear you.
Yeah, and that was a general question because my lady loves canopies on the fish tanks and she always sees them. I'm like, I don't know because I've never really serviced one. Do I have to always take it off? Like, is there like a little latch? That latch is gonna fall on me when I'm underneath it. Like, I don't want to deal with that.
Well, yeah, I feel like taking it off is the answer. Take it off, work on the tank.
Yeah, completely. Yeah, just take it off. You know what I mean? That'd be easy.
Yeah, but it's a little bit hard to take the canopy all the way off, because it's
Right.
not. It's kind of big to just take on and off. So yeah, I don't generally. And then the hinge is a little bit weird because it constantly falls back too. So keeping that propped up when I'm doing water changes is fun. But no, but
The challenges.
aesthetically it looks nice. Now,
Well,
when
yeah.
maintain a tank and I've got to open and close it all the time, that's when it can be fun.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing. Some of these tanks that are pretty, and they are pretty, are very difficult to work in. I have over the years bought a few of those tanks that, the newer, like the shrimp ones that are all slanted and all, and the cover fits on different, and they just look like they're going to be great. And I'll buy it, and after 6 months, I'm like, I hate this thing. I hate it. It's too hard to work in. I don't like the place where it only lets you put the filter in one place or whatever. And I'm just like, okay, I'm done with this, and I'll take them down and get rid of them.
Well, step stools are a friend. So, but Miss Joey, you don't need step stools. You don't like things that are in your way. You need to get in there, get it done, and just be done with it. So I get.
Yeah, I'm more of a just thrash my way through. Yeah. If I don't like it, I'm just gonna throw it. Yeah, get out of my way. I'm coming through.
I can only imagine seeing you clean your tank. I was like, yeah, she's pleased.
I have various methods, but you have to also realize, like you said, with the mentality, I guess, with the animals and whatever. I'm just like, I just want to get this done. It's like, don't. If the horse is misbehaving, you better get out of my way.
And that's why I asked. I said, it would be interesting to see you do the fish tanks. I would go, she went from a very stressful throwing 50-pound bags and dealing with huge animals to small aquariums.
And I can do both. I have the patience for it. I do, actually. But my favorite is if the tank is by a window and I can just siphon right out the window. That's my favorite. Love that.
Yeah, but what about, okay, sure, but then what about the algae? Do you not usually
I would have I'll keep a background on that tank and probably blinds in the window. I won't let it have full sun.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Because no, you're right. The algae would be insane.
Because my brother has one in the living room, which was the one that I wanted, and he said no because he had the turtle. And then, of course, when I got this tank and I set it up for tropical fish, he decided to switch over to tropical fish. Go figure. But he has it, and we have two. I guess they're French double doors that open. And so it's right next to the double doors. And so it always gets blackbeard algae. It gets quite a bit of algae because you can't control how much sun it gets.
Well, there is some of that you have to deal with. And like I said, I keep blinds. I have even covered the end of a specific tank. So it might have a background on it, and one end of it might be blacked out or something because I don't want extra light coming in. Right. So that's a way to deal with it as well. True. And I don't know if he keeps a solid cover or he has a glass cover, but glass cover is going to let in a lot more light. So he's just going to block the light a little more and keep his lights off. Not run.
Well, he doesn't have a light. He doesn't really have a light that.
Okay. All right.
He doesn't. He doesn't really have a light on that tank for. I mean, he has one for viewing, but I don't really think that grows anything.
I mean, I do like to see sunlight come through tank for a few hours a day. It's just pretty when you see the sunlight come in and the way the water's moving, around whatever it is.
Especially when it hits it just right.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And the fish look amazing in sunlight. But agreed, it's a lot of work. Yeah. Yeah. So, absolutely.
That
So,
big
Rob,
ones.
I didn't get a chance to really look at the chat. Did anybody have a question for him that you noticed, Rob? For Kevin?
There's so much going on. I didn't even see half of what everyone was saying, but I did see some. I did see some. They're clowning in here, so they're just having fun up in here right now.
Oh yeah, well we've been doing a little bit of that as well.
I'm doing it again. I'll be back.
It must sound funny on his end because he sounded fine to me, I thought.
Yeah, he sounds fine on my end. The 2 times he's done that, he sounds fine to me.
I think it just sounds bad on your end, Rob, because
it sounds bad on my end, so it sounds like a robot. So whatever you guys say, I'm missing everything.
Oh, you're missing it. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
so it's not like I can't hear you guys. I can hear you fine. It just sounds like a robot. So I'm just like,
Okay. All right.
It's all good though.
Yeah. So Kevin, you mentioned that, in the speed round that you really love shrimp. Do you have a lot of shrimp right now?
Blue Dreams, Fire, and Fire Reds are the ones that I'm trying to keep up with right now.
Okay.
So what I really want to do is get an RO unit and start doing more Caridina, because I really don't have the best water for Neo Caridina. I have to remineralize, but I mean, the population's doing okay. It's not booming like I'd like, so I would like to get an RO unit and do more Caridina. I don't have a ton in my water, so it shouldn't be too bad to do it, but I need to just get one.
Okay.
I've been wanting to. I haven't invested in one, and I don't know if I want to put in the time. But yeah, no. Right now, I'm taking care of Neo Caridinas, but my water's so soft that it makes it a little bit tricky.
Okay.
Hey, Holly.
Hi, Holly. So you've probably tried all the normal things to harden up the water a little bit, I'm sure. You got
got fresh coral. I remineralized beforehand, which is fine, and it keeps it stable. It just doesn't thrive like I'd like it to.
Okay.
Do you know what people would think right now if they're like, "Oh, you're trying to make water hard? Just freeze it, fool."
Yep.
Yeah. Eduardo, thank you.
The life of fish keepers. We all sit there, understand what we're going through, like the pain, like, oh, my water's never good enough for my fish to breed or my plants to grow. And then people are looking at us like, what is really going on with these people? They're having a meltdown because their water's not perfect.
Yeah, they're like, I don't even know what they're talking about. I just, you don't keep fish.
Drink water.
I just drink water.
Well, okay,
Pretty much.
The weird part with my water is it, like, coming out of the tap, it comes out at like 10.5 pH.
That's crazy.
It's up at.
That's so alkaline. That is crazy.
The water test said it comes out at like 10.5, but then testing it out of the tap, it's like 2 GH and 1 KH or something, or 1 GH and 2 KH, something like that. And so after like a day of gassing off, it goes down to like 6. And I'm always like, okay.
I can see where that would be challenging then.
It's really, really weird. And so trying to or keeping both soft water and harder water is a little bit difficult because I only have 1 barrel, so I'm trying to get those moved over to softer water. We'll see.
So this is maybe a strange question, but I mean, do you have any access to any other water source, a spring where you can go buy water, or?
No, I don't.
Collect it? Are you able to collect in California?
I think so. I'm pretty sure we can collect in California.
Yeah. Okay. I know there's certain places where you can.
although there's no rain ever here.
True.
Right. That's why I was asking, is there any sort of natural spring where, either you could collect or where they sell it? And you can
Unfortunately,
get
even like
straight up.
Tahoe, even up in like Tahoe, it was interesting because we went this summer, and usually we can go and we can swim in the beach,
Yeah.
and enjoy ourselves. And this time we went, and it was muddy, and you would walk like a mile out. You could
Oh,
literally walk like a mile
wow.
out and only go up to like your knees. And
So the
usually
water was really
in
low.
there,
Yeah.
yeah, it was really really low
Yeah.
this time. And so yeah, lately there's been a big drought, and so there hasn't been a ton of snow. Luckily this year it seems like there's a decent amount of snow, but we'll see.
Yeah. You'll get some runoff from that. But
You just,
so you
you just,
truly
you just said
are,
in California.
you're challenged in the sense that, there's only certain things that are going to thrive in that water. You're not going to be
Yeah,
able to keep everything.
well, yeah,
So,
well, and that's the thing, I don't care. Like for me, I don't mind. So there's two things. One is the water constraint, and then the other is the amount of space I have. Because I
sure.
love to have more, but it's just I'm limited on the space. So I
Hmm.
try and keep more community fish and
Uh-huh. Well, that makes sense.
community. Uh, yeah, I try to keep community fish that I know that I can keep with other tank mates,
Hmm.
so that if I need to, I try and keep them species only, but if I need to, I can move them around.
Hmm. Yep. Good.
Yep,
Good.
Rob keeps on hitting buttons. Those.
I
What
know.
do you
I
what do
know.
you expect? It's Rob. Come on.
I know. Know
He's
it all just happened.
he's been pretty good, except for the little, the phone glitch. He's been good.
I'm telling you, it's always something. Like everything was perfect today. I had a great day at work, even though it was stressful. Came home,
So,
everything's great, and then computer starts acting up, and then now my phone's acting up, and then. But it was a great live stream altogether, though.
Oh no, it has been. You've only dropped off and come. You've been very quick. It hasn't affected anything. It's been great.
Okay, good. I'm glad it's been smooth. But Mr. Kev, we are going on 57 minutes, which is crazy. I just looked up. Do you have
I
any
know.
last things you'd like to say to these wonderful people in the chat?
No, thank you all for coming, and thank you, Joey and Rob, for having me. It doesn't feel like it's been an hour, but thank you guys so much for having me.
It
I
doesn't.
appreciate it. It's always fun.
Good,
Well,
good, good.
awesome. Well, we're so happy that you're able to be here, and it has been fun, and you've been a great guest, and thank you for answering all our questions because I feel like we just kind of bombarded you a little bit, but it
No
was
worries.
it was great to see you, Kevin. I haven't seen you in so long, and
It has
thank
been
you
for a
again
while.
so much. I know. Thank you for sharing, and good luck with all your fish keeping and your puppies, and I hope everything continues to go well for you. And everyone else, thank you for coming in. It's been great. Sorry, when we have a guest, it's hard to keep up with the chat, but I think there were a lot of people that came through. And if you have not done so already, would you please smash the like button?
Thank you, Miss Joey. As always, I appreciate both of my wonderful people up here above me because without them, the show wouldn't have been as great as it was. Y'all kept it going when I had to drop in and out, and I did have some technical difficulties in the beginning of this stream. So, as always, I appreciate every single one of y'all who has made it all the way to the end of this replay of the live stream. It's amazing to see y'all here. And then for those who are in the chat, I really want to appreciate y'all because y'all have dealt with this stream all of this hour with me dropping in and out and my antics and all of that, and y'all got to enjoy them. So that is all that matters. So I appreciate every single one of y'all. Be safe out there. Be kind. Be courteous. And we'll see y'all next week. All right, everybody.
Bye, everyone.